Hey everybody, welcome back to Shop Time with Traxxas Mike. Today we're going to be installing XT-90s onto the Losi DBXL-E and onto a pair of new 4S batteries. Let's go!
We got a couple batteries we need to get some new ends on. I run XT-90s on almost everything here. The Losi has IC5s on it. I got another set of batteries that has EC3s, and those can plug into IC5s. And that's the only reason why I haven't changed those around yet. But everything's getting changed to XT-90s. I got a lot of them, and I like these the best. Now, they do offer these shielding deals where you don't have to use the heat shrink and stuff, but they're really a pain in the butt to use. I usually just use heat shrink and just heat shrink over the ends. It's just easier for me. But maybe it's not for you. It all depends on what you like to do. What I like to do is spin these so they're facing up, so they take the solder a little bit easier. That one's really acting tough. Sometimes they don't spin very well and you just got to deal with what you got. First thing we do is get a little bit of flux in there. Tin these all up. Now this one I could only get one of the tabs to spin, so I actually got to take it in and out to change directions. Okay, we got some on that one. I like a little bit more wire exposed, so I'm going to do just that. Expose a little bit more wire. Okay, now this has already got a little solder on it, so I don't really have to tin that up anymore. Oh, almost forgot one of the most important parts. Don't forget to put your heat shrink on. I've done that so many times in my life. And you got to unsolder stuff, and you know, seeing people have this already on there and there's wrapped black tape around there, that's not good. Don't do that, guys. Please do not do that. It gives you such a good chance to have a lipo fire, lipo explosion, melt your car down, burn something, burn your house up while charging. Like, don't do that. Okay, this is the negative side. You got to make sure you have the negative side. Okay, negative side. A lot of times you can just lay it in there, put your soldering iron on there, but having a pair of these here is always good too. Let's see if I can do it. Heating this up, like I said, the quicker you can get that solder and stuff to heat up and melt, the less problems you're going to have with your connector. Because if you sit there with the soldering iron on there for too long, you can start melting the plastic on here and it just gets a pain in the butt. Put a little bit of tin on here just because. Very little though. Rocking it back and forth sometimes can really help. Grab this so when you let go you can make sure your wire stays on there, and I don't recommend grabbing it by hand because it will get hot. Even way back here, that wire gets hot. Bam, that quick. Nice little solder joint. Then I'm using such a bigger piece here because I'm kind of running low on the correct thickness. I like to shrink it up a bit so I can shove it up inside that recessed area. Just give it a little bit of a shrink so it can still slide up in that area, then you can shrink it tight. Okay, nice and shrunk, perfect. Now we're going to turn it this way for our positive end. Push this bad boy out. Just like I did the other side. Bam, off. Oh crap, guys, I forgot to put my heat shielding on, my heat shrink on. Dang it. Heat her back up, pop her back off. See, I told you. You just gotta, I'm thinking of so many things at the same time. I'm constantly having to check the camera, make sure it's still running, make sure the angles are on. You know, I didn't bump the camera or anything. So I can get really forgetful. Okay. Let's try not to do that anymore during this soldering session. Okay, give her a little shrinky dink. Okay, will that slide up in there? Yes, it does. Just perfect. Okay, guys, that one is done. Get the negative side up. Push the negative out of the Traxxas connector. Get the old Traxxas piece off. Skin a little extra. Crap, I forgot to put flux on there. Here, I'll just spoon a little bit on there. That works. Okay, that's on there. Heat shrink. Gotta put that heat shrink on. Okay, we are on the negative side. Alright, that's on there nice. Give this a little shrinky dink. Bam. Negative side done. Pop the positive out. Flip this over so we're on the positive side. Don't forget this. We'll do this right away. Spoon a little flux on there. Okay, got a nice little chunk of solder in there. You can almost feel it sink down in, you know, when it melts. You can feel it sink right down in there, or you can watch it, and you know that you're getting the job done. All right, now I know I didn't do this in between solders, but it's very important to clean your iron. I know I don't have Brillo, I got this steel wool, but it's just all I've had. I need to stop and get some. I need a nice soldering iron station. I seen they're only 30, 40 bucks. I'll get one of these days. Give this a little shrinky dink. Slide it up, on, and in. There we go. Left, right, bottom, and top. That's kind of how I like to do it. All right. Now both of those are done. Yay! Okay, now we got the Losi here, and it's got these IC5s on it, these smart connectors. Now they got this wire running in, a gray wire running up into each of these batteries. Now I think that's something to do with the sparkless design, or something to do with telling you the voltage with these smart ESCs and stuff, which I don't really care about. And I'm hoping that I am correct, that I can just cut these off, wrap them in a shrink wrap, and be done with them. Okay, I'm going to take these few little bolts out so we can get more room to play around with my wires here. Okay, now it looks as these will just slide off like that. Yep. Going to cut them off. Same with on this side. Okay, same deal. Now with these, I'm just going to kind of cut them short back a little bit. And when I wrap it in the heat shrink, it'll just kind of be stuck in there. Just a little bit, because my heat shrink ain't going to be this long, so I just want to cut just a little bit out. We want to just get a little bit exposed. Not too much. Something like that. Okay, we got those all. We want to tin up our wires. I'm going to put the heat shrink over these now. Okay, all of our wires are tinned up. Sit the old vise right on up on top of the Losi here. The vise really helps things for me. Okay, the positive is on this side here. Okay, so positive. Another good thing to do is to put two together, so if these do get too hot, they won't deform and deflect to the left or right, up or down, because then you get it all done and all of a sudden your battery ends won't go together and it's like, what the heck? And that really sucks. Okay, we got that one on. I'm gonna get a little more heat shrink here. And we want to put this on this side. Actually, we need both of these on there, so let's get them both on right now. This is gonna be our jumper wire to make things parallel connection or whatever. Just gonna slide this up in there, make sure this wire ain't gonna touch anything, which it looks like it will just a little bit. So we'll nip just a little bit more off of that sucker. I don't want to cut it off all the way down here because I don't know if it affects anything. I looked online a little bit to see if anyone had wrote anything about being able to cut those off, and I couldn't really find any info about it. I'm sure if you ask Losi themselves, they would say no. You know, they don't want you to cut up their product. And I know this voids my warranty. As far as the ESC goes. But I wasn't going to change all of my stuff back to IC5s just because I had one vehicle that had a warranty and had an IC5 connector when I have like 30 batteries that have XT-90s on them. That would be ridiculous. Oh, shrinky dink. All right, pop this side out. Perfect. Now this, since this went in on the negative side here, it's got to go into the positive side on this next one. All right, gonna pop our female plug out, pop it in this one. Okay, let's go ahead and get this guy on there now. And the last one. And bam, are these good and tight? Yes, they are. Let's see. Okay, now is this wire gonna get up in contact? No, it's not. Bam! XT-90s on the Losi. Yeah. These went back on here real nice and simple like. I'm going to take this one off too because it's just sitting there open. And I think I can use it to my advantage. Just like that. And then this guy can double up underneath there. Then this guy can point this way. I don't know. Okay. And the last one, just like this. Well, guys, I guess we got to see if the dang thing works. Yep. Nice. Alright guys, if you haven't entered in to win the free mini camera, go ahead and do that now. Go back to my the video before this, E-Revo Gets Wicked, and just make sure you subscribe and comment minicam in the comment section. Got some batteries wired to XT-90 connectors and got the Losi wired to XT-90 connector. Okay guys, I'm Traxxas Mike from IRC Life. Thanks for joining me for some shop time, and I'll see you later. Bye guys.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Feel free to drop a question or comment. I tried to respond to them all. I'll see you later.